Hello, today we have 2015 Mini Cooper S with a variety common issue. The start button is loose and it's hard to start, it's becoming unreliable. In this video, I will show you step by step how to replace the start button, switch assembly safety and properly. This repair is actually simpler than most people think. You may need to program it, but if not, I will let you know. Also, make sure if you do it, the part number has to be the same. And now let me show you the part that I bought. This is the part that we need. And of course, the first thing before we do anything, we have to disconnect the negative part on the battery. All right, so now you lift this and then this is the positive, that one is negative. Let's just disconnect the negative. Okay, we loosen it. Now wiggle it, now it's off. We're good now. So now we are in the car and this is the button that I told you, see? Let me zoom it in. So sometimes it doesn't start. Now it does start, but sometimes it doesn't. So how I approach it, people will take off this and everything. What I find it's working out for me, I will just take this part out. And you have to put some pry bar next to it, on top, do whatever you want to do, get it out. When you get this out, then you can easily get to this one. Okay, so this is, you have to put something next to it, don't break the plastic, and then, pull it toward you. I removed it the other day, so it's easier for me to get out. See, it's easy for me. As I said, I already opened it. When you get this out, on the back, there's one harness, you can pull it. It doesn't have a teeth to squeeze it, just pull it out, which is this one. Okay, and then when I got this out, if you notice, it has this clip here and here and here, but this one just full. I heard it, so I have to find it and put it back there, because these are the one that grabbing this in place. So remember, this only has one place for harness. This is nothing, it's empty. Okay, that's that. Okay, and then what we have there, for that part, you only have this Torx screw. We have to get it out. I believe this is Torx. I will go find the size and I'll let you know. If we get this out, then we can pry that out. All right, so the size for this Torx bit, it's T20. All right, so now let's open that screw. Okay, opened it. Now that you open it, let me show you. All right, so for this part, to get it out, now that we removed this button, you see like it has 3 clips. So you can basically just pull it toward you. Don't be scared. Okay, like that. And then on the back, it has 2 harnesses. Make sure you remove them. Okay, one of them is right here. Okay, let's get this one. This one has a push. You can push it and then pull it toward you. Have to be patient with it. All right, so this one, you push this tab. It has a tab. You push it and then pull it out. But the other one, it actually, you don't have to disconnect the wire, because this is a light goes in here. So basically you just have to lift it from the place with the wiring and everything. Let's try it out. Okay, like this. So it's really, it sits right here. So this middle clip, the light, this will go into the light, and the light sits between these 2 prongs. All right, so this is the defective part, and now we get the new one. It has 3 legs. If it is missing the metal ones, you can get it from the other one and put it in. So let's reinstall this one. Okay, now that we have this one, we can put it back. Okay, so this one went back. Let me show you. On the bottom, it has a slide. So this slide goes onto the middle part, and then the lighting go to the bottom. This is good. And now we put the other one back. Okay, make sure you hear the click. After that, we can push it back. Okay, and now lastly, we put the screw back, the T20. We put the drill to the lowest setting so we don't strip the threads. Okay. It doesn't have to be so tight. You can hand tight it if you want, and that's enough. When this is done, we get the other part, putting it back. This one, remember, this one has to have these metals. We are missing one, which is right here. Okay. Yeah, I guess this is broken. So what we can do, actually no, it's not broken, it's just like this. Let's see that. So that's how it looks. Now, first we have to put the connector back. Okay, and now after putting the connector back, we can just gently push it back and then push it firmly to make sure it's seated all the way. Okay, now everything went back. We have the new one, it doesn't wiggle. What we can do now, putting the negative part on the battery and then come test it to see if it works. All right, now we connect the negative part back in here. Okay. When you do that, you will hear some tunes. It's common with BMW and Mini Coopers. It doesn't have to be too tight with drill. You can hand tight it. It's better. Okay, let's put this cap on the red side. All right, so I put the battery back. Moment of truth. I have the key with me and we have the scanner. Let's see if it needs programming or it works right away. Okay, looks like it works right away. Let's see if we have any codes. Looks like we don't have any codes or any check engine light. It asks us to set the time and date because we disconnected the battery, but that's all. See, we can turn it on again. If you don't break, it's just turning on the ignition and then turning on off the ignition. Let's also see if the auto start works. Okay, the auto works and then the traction works as well. So it looks like this is a success. If you enjoyed this video and if it helps you in any way, please go ahead, subscribe to my video, and if you have any question, leave a comment. I will do videos like this every week. Thank you for watching.